Fidget spinners are the end of modern society. Now, in case any of you are behind with the times, fidget spinners are this little toy which consists of a ball bearing in the middle where you hold and this plastic thing in the middle, in the outside where you spin, sorry. So, fidget spinners are relatively common now. They cost around $3 and come in many convenience stores. And it seems that every kid has them nowadays. Now, the main complaint that people have with fidget spinners is that they're annoying. Now, if you go into any classroom nowadays, before teachers have started banning these things, you'd see at least 10 kids going like... Now, of course, I'm very happy that teachers have banned these. These things actually cause quite a bit of noise, and when 10 kids are spinning these all at once, you can imagine how loud that would be. And not only do they distract the kids and the people around them, they also prove to be potentially dangerous. Now, there have been many recorded injuries related to fidget spinners. Many people, when they're using fidget spinners, they try to do some tricks, like normally you spin the fidget spinner and try to balance it on your finger like it was a basketball. Sure, that's normal, right? But of course, there are some people who try to take it further. So some dumb things that people do, trying to balance it on your nose like you're a seal in a circus. Are you serious? Like, if there was an award for the stupidest way to hurt your eye, that would be it. That would take the cake. Now, I don't understand how people wouldn't consider the possibility that a fidget spinner would probably fall off their nose and onto their eye, but I guess they don't. Some other ways people get injured from these is by swallowing. Like, seriously, swallowing? These things are like the size of a phone. How can you swallow them, and why would you even swallow them? And in the worst cases, some kids were reported to throw them around in class. That's no joke. When you have something that small, that's moving at such a high velocity, getting hit by this thing will probably cause some damage. And there have been teachers that have been injured by these. Now, the main point that people the main justification that people make for owning fidget spinners is that they relieve stress and improve your concentration. Now, that's not the case. There have been studies done on this, but the only results that have been really obtained were from kids that had ADHD. Of course, yeah, those kids were benefited, but as you can see, the kids with ADHD are not the kids that are buying these things. Now, the parents who buy these fidget spinners for their children are under the impression that the fidget spinners will actually improve their concentration in class. Well, of course, as it stands nowadays, that proves the opposite. Well, as I said earlier, fidget spinners, they create a lot of noise, so they actually decrease the concentration that your kid has in class, and they cause distraction for other people as well. Well, and also, after the ban on fidget spinners done in most schools, the kids with ADHD and autism who actually may need these things can't use them anymore. Isn't that ironic? Now, I've seen my share of silly fads. There have been a lot of silly fads in 2017, I won't lie. But fidget spinners seem to be different. We've had these fads like bottle flipping and dabbing, which have garnered their fair share of popularity, but they haven't seemed to come close to the obsession that people have with these things. Like, how are people so obsessed with fidget spinners that they actually make entire collections of these plastic toys like they're Beanie Babies? How have we gotten to the point where people are unironically paying $60 for custom fidget spinner designs? Like, what? Like, there are actually fidget spinner apps for your phone, and people install these. These are virtual simulations of fidget spinners, and people use them. Like, what has the world come to? Like, okay, so, I won't lie, I used one of these things before. I tried one of these things some time back, and I'll admit it, they were pretty fun for about a minute or so, and that doesn't justify the obsession people have over this small toy with such a tiny novelty value. Like, at least with other similar toys like Beyblades, you have some sort of interaction going on where you can like play with other people. Like, things like Rubik's Cubes, they actually require half a brain to use. These things just go, you just go like this, I honestly don't understand it. I honestly feel like fidget spinners are a form of postmodern irony that I don't understand. Maybe I'm just old and behind with the times. Maybe there's some sort of physical manifestation of a social political message. Maybe it's that. Maybe they represent the struggles and oppression that today's youth go through. Maybe I'm just too old and bitter to understand that. But until I know better, I say that fidget spinners are stupid, and I hope the fad dies real soon.